I'm Dennis O'Donnell. Here's the latest in Bay Area sports. The Warriors have suspended Draymond Green for tonight's game against the Atlanta Hawks after Green got into a post-game argument with Kevin Durant following last night's loss to the Clippers in L.A. The dispute started at the end of regulation when Draymond pushed the ball up the court, which upset Durant because he wanted to take the final shot. Instead, Draymond fell down and time expired. The two then spent the ensuing timeout going back and forth before eventually having to be separated. But that was not the end of it. Things got even more heated in the locker room. Durant stormed out without speaking to reporters, and clearly it escalated enough for Draymond Green to be suspended tonight. Steve Kerr will address the media along with Bob Myers. That starts in about an hour from now. Draymond's temper has been well documented, not with just opposing players, but his own teammates as well. In fact, he got into it with Kevin Durant last year, back in 2017, Durant's first season with the Warriors. The two had another animated exchange during a timeout. Sean Livingston did his best to play peacemaker, but the two continued to argue.
Players on other teams would say, "What took you guys so long? Draymond's a pain in the rear end. Why didn't you suspend him a long time ago?"
His teammates love him, though.
Well, you know, part of that attitude, part of that alpha dog attitude is the reason he is so good. He doesn't get along with everybody. And in this particular instance, it's surprising he crossed some line that forced the Warriors' hand into suspension. That's going to be an interesting part. Remember that Kevin Durant is his free agent after this season. He is not committed to the Warriors beyond this season. Is that a distraction? What is it part of the argument? Reportedly, it was. So we'll find out when Bob Myers and Steve Kerr meet with the media. Yeah,
he also didn't pass the ball, which potentially could have cost them the game. So you got to nail him one way or the other. There's no question about that, Ken. If you want one defensive play, you want Draymond to make it. If you want one guy on that floor last night to shoot the ball, it was Kevin Durant. Yeah.
And he did not get that opportunity.
Nope.
And I got to point out, Steph Curry is not playing with a groin injury. He wasn't even on that trip with the team last night.
All right.
Never good when you have these two egos going out in the locker room.
Everybody kiss and make up, and we'll see you again. Thank you, Dennis.
Kumbaya.